Really enjoyed this film. No Way Out was so much fun, and I had a great time watching it. And, we got suspense, it's a thriller, it's mystery, we got some romance in there. So what is it that drew you each to this project? Maia, if you would like to start off.
For me, it was, I know I was looking for something at the time. I was looking for something that felt really challenging. We filmed this movie 3 years ago, so I was working on a TV show at the time. And I knew that it would be low budget. I knew that we would be on set, getting down and dirty, with a short time frame. I loved the script. I loved my meeting with Azzy, our director. And then I fell in love with Joey, so why wouldn't I do this job? Joey?
Yeah, Joey, if you would like
to. So I was originally given the script from the writer Keith Carville, and I read it, and it was something that I think emotionally I was really into trying to tackle because it scared the shit out of me. It's part of my French, but it was just because just starting from that love story and then going completely into Dante's Inferno. And then meeting Azzy and seeing his vision for it. And then I read with a bunch of people, and then in walked Maia Mitchell, and she kind of stole our hearts, and it was pretty amazing.
Yeah, well, Maia, you mentioned that you filmed this 3 years ago. So was this before, during the pandemic? When was this? When did you guys film?
Early 2019. So yeah.
So I think
3.5 years ago.
Yeah, we were editing through the pandemic. So just once I think it was in the pandemic calendar year, when it started.
Okay, so you guys have been waiting a while for this to come out.
Yes.
Okay.
So long.
Oh my God, so exciting.
It's very exciting.
Well, the dynamics between your characters is a really important part of the film. I mean, it's basically what drives all of Nick's actions, his feelings for Tessa. So did you guys do any work together beforehand to try and make that relationship feel authentic?
Mm-hmm. A lot. I think we spent twice as long rehearsing as we did filming this movie. So yeah, we had a lot of rehearsal time. Yeah.
That was a big prerequisite for me with whoever I was playing with, was that we had to rehearse because there was a lot of things we had to get comfortable with, build trust with, just so we could show up and do the best work possible.
Awesome. Okay. And then, I had some other questions about filming because, this is a thriller, and Joey, you have some action and some fighting scenes in there. So, what kind of preparation was necessary for that?
So we previs most of the fights. There was actually a couple of the stunt guys that have been doing the Avengers movies. They were friends with the producer, Keith Carville. So they came in and it was cool. They came in and we did each fight scene. And my favorite one is towards the end in this alley because it gets pretty cool, pretty wild. But I always felt safe and everything was pretty well planned. And what I didn't realize, those stunt guys really help with the DPs with angles and making things look really, really cool and smooth. So I learned a lot in that process.
Was this your first time doing any kind of stunts, fighting scenes like that, or have you had experience?
I think for that amount of time, yeah, I have done stunts before, but this was having to be really careful with people's faces, So I don't want to hurt anyone's.
Don't want to damage an actor's face.
Yeah.
Totally understandable. Well, yeah. And it's a pretty heavy film. A lot of emotions. I imagine that there are a lot of challenges with it. So, I was wondering if there was anything specific during these, emotional scenes that was difficult, or I don't know, maybe I'm not an actor, maybe it came easy for you guys, but if there was anything that kind of stuck out when you were filming these.
Yeah, I think too is I pulled from a lot of when you come to LA first, it could be quite a lonely place. and you don't really know anyone. And I think Nick is very much in that place. And then when something as wild and elevated as what's happening to him, it's layered on top of that. So I just kind of thought back to those moments, and then just obviously your own life and traumas. But the best part was that Maia made that kind of environment really safe for me, because sometimes that could be difficult, but she was like meeting me there, which was allowing me to open up. And so, I mean, a lot of that is due to Maia allowing me to share that with everybody.
Yeah, Joey was in it the entire time. And so for me, it was, I mean, I knew going into it, like Joey carries the film and, you know, with all of the kind of emotional weight of what comes with it and with what he was kind of having to portray. And so I knew that whatever he needed, I was there to do, you know, and that would like help me, help you, help me, you know. So I knew that I just had to meet him wherever he was and make it as safe and comfortable for him to just play and go nuts. And it helped my work too. You know, I was able to piggyback off of that. And it kind of, yeah, it was really, really fun and really intense, but awesome. Yeah, I learned a lot on that shoot.
And Azzy was very great to just letting it play out and then coming in and get like whispering a couple notes here and there and just like really shepherding to what he wanted to see emotionally. So that was really fun.
Did you guys, was there any like improv in there? Did you guys improvise at all, or was it pretty much stick to the script?
It was pretty much stick to the script, except our first day, well, I guess it was like day 0. So prior to even filming day 1, there's a montage in the script where we were basically running around LA, like falling in love. And all of that was improvised. We had like our DP, Peter Mosman, and like our first AD and just us and Keith and Azzy. And we were running around LA, just basically, yeah, filming us and Maia and Joey, like figuring out how we were getting along too. You know, it was kind of like the perfect warm up into it. And all of that was fully improvised. And that might have been my favorite day, honestly. That was so fun.
It was very fun. Yeah. We improvised a lot in rehearsal too, seeing what worked. And then so like when we shot, it was like, you know, it was kind of already there. Like the bar scene stuff in the montage, that was like, that came about of us just playing around in rehearsals. So it was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Oh, that is so cool that was improvised. I love those scenes. I was like, this is so domestic and cute. I was like, I love this. It was great. I love it.
They're domestic and cute. That's right. That's how I would describe their relationship.
But so I was also curious to see what is coming up next for each of you. Maia, I know that Good Trouble was renewed for a 5th season, but did your work on this film interest you in doing any more thrillers in the future?
Potentially, yeah. I'm shooting a little like friendship movie next month, so that's what I've got going on this year. But yeah, I would love to do another thriller. I feel like it's time to do something kind of juicy soon. It's been a while. I'm ready.
Awesome. And then yeah, Joey, did you have anything coming up as well?
I just finished filming Brad Furman's Tin Soldier, which is a movie about not war vets, but people with PTSD. So it was cool. It's De Niro and Jamie Foxx and one of my favorite working actors, Yul Vasquez. So I'm looking forward for that coming out this year. And in the meantime, just back to the grind of reading and auditioning.
Awesome. All right. Well, that is all I had for you guys today. But thanks so much for chatting with me. I really enjoyed it. And this film I loved it. It was great.
Thank you so much.